Hello, and welcome back to the Tosaka residence. Last time on Fate Hollow Ataraxia, we had a really fucking long one. And time. We shall do it, and this time we shall do it again. Someone actually suggested this one just straight up when apparently when I was going through, they're like, oh yeah, that one's a good one, you should do that one. And honestly, I was probably going to do this one anyways. Honestly, every time I see something pop up here, it's like, ooh, interesting. And so, the investigation met its end. Oh, they just announced that the Great Ace Attorney's getting localized today when I'm recording this. And yes, I'm recording this very last minute. And this is just suddenly making me remember the fact that that just happened, and I never thought it was going to happen. And I was legitimately in the process of trying to figure out how to, like, play, like, the fan translation. But it's actually going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing, like, soonish, too. The convergent point of all events, the terminus of all possibilities. The one and only key that can definitely bring an end to this case. Wait, are we talking about this main story? I did not figure we were talking about the main story. Now it feels like it's suggesting we are. Why is there a trunk? The conclusion I've come to after long thinking and speculation. That's right. It cannot be anywhere but inside this. Am I looking for something? Day one. What?
文化祭の話をしよう。
What's happening now? The one who began talking was Mrs. Uri. She had come to talk as a member of the archery club, but not as a member of the archery club, but as a representative for all the athletic clubs.
文化祭の話をしよう。
The one who began talking was Issei. In order to make sure the cultural festival was successful, he had requested a seat in the talks of the athletic clubs, who had yet to come up with a unified plan.
わかったわ。ならうちですれば。
Wait, what? That's a thing? You're allowed to have people over? The one sitting between them and shrugging her shoulders in bemusement was Tosaka. Tosaka, who happened to be present by coincidence, volunteered to act as a mediator.
よし、そうと決まれば。
エミヤ、悪いのだが。
日曜日、お茶のセッティングをよろしくね。
Faced with the sight of three of them in such perfect harmony, all I could do was nod. And that's how I ended up in my current situation. In preparation for Sunday, in 2 days' time, I purchased 4 people's share of tea cakes and head towards the Tosaka residence. I'm very reluctant, but it's for my friends. Against the fiendish stew, even Issei is at a disadvantage. All I'm going to do is pretty much just be present and prepare the meeting place beforehand.
おーい、来たぞ、遠坂。
Day 2. There's no answer, but I told her I was coming today. I'm also carrying a lot. For the time being, I'll go inside. I am moving my eyebrows up and down.
いないのか、遠坂。
It doesn't look like she's in the garden either. We're still doing an investigation, right? I'm excited. I carefully look around the first floor of the basement storage room. No sign of Tosaka. She also carelessly left the door and windows open.
自分の部屋で何かやってるのか。
Yeah, I thought I was gonna stop doing the voice. She's probably right in the middle of some magical experiment. I go up the stairs and knock on the door to her room. No response. There's no sign that anyone is inside either. I'm sorry, I'm probably being annoying. The door's not even locked. Way too careless. I slowly grasp the doorknob and timidly pull. It's funny, the extent which people go out of their way to keep things safe and whatnot. Like, I come from a place that's not like high on crime, but we're relatively vigilant. Locked doors, all that fun jazz. But when I went to college, I went to a place that was so relatively remote and people were trusting of each other that I legitimately had a friend who just set up shop with his like computer, laptop, and stuff like that in one of like the just like common rooms in the dorm for several weeks. Nothing happened. Tosaka isn't here. She's not sleeping or changing clothes. Wait. Oh, not currently. Right. I was like, wait. I thought he was talking about, like, over time. Has she seriously left her house unattended? She's not on the upper or lower floors. The owner of the house is not in this room, and the windows were left unlocked here too. Even for Tosaka, it's hard to imagine she would just rush out and leave the windows, doors, and boundary field open. Yeah, that one's particularly weird. I could see her being careless on the other stuff. For all her bad habits, the biggest careless mistake here is that there are way too many flaws in everything.
何があった?
The top of the desk is in complete disarray. A familiar chest has been dragged out from the corner of the room. There is a half-empty teacup on the desk. A suspicious item. Everything around here is unnatural, but this unnaturalness is different from usual. Did I mishear? Just faintly. Ooh, a voice came from somewhere. Oh, did she get eaten by the trunk? Is it a mimic?
いや、そのフレーズはちょっと。
A girl was tightly packed inside the box. Tightly? How small of a trunk is this? How should I say? Not likely. However, I get the feeling she's in here. I mean, it's a stupid delusion. I guess we're not spending too much time on this, at least. As if Tosaka could be inside this. Maybe I should check to make sure. I slowly raise the lid with my hands and peek through the opening. That's not even that small of a trunk. What are you? That's not tightly. I close the lid. I rub my eyes. I take a deep breath and try to face reality head on.
よし。
I lock the chest. I run away. I let the 4 days expire. I pull myself together and once more open the lid. What do you have? What is that, like a magic girl wand? I mean, should I ask? It doesn't sound like it was. Well, I suppose, yeah, the actual thing was down, so maybe it was clasped, if not locked. We stare at each other for a few dozen seconds. The illusion before me, looking embarrassed at being discovered.
びっくりした?
You are lucky I came here today. Gave a forced smile with all her might. There's no way. There's no way such a ridiculous situation like Tosaka being inside the chest could happen. What the? Now it's really shaking hard. Wee! I don't want to admit it, but Tosaka, is she really inside? A girl was pitifully packed inside the box.
何よ、まるで写し親みのカストリ作家みたいな顔して。
How would you know what that is? How would you know what that expression would be like?
誰だそれ? てか、なんだそれ?
Tosaka's really inside. Okay. I assume she fell in at some point and it came down and she got stuck. Feels in character. Tosaka climbs out of the box that was smaller than herself, as if any sense of distance and perspective had become all wacky.
来てくれて助かったわ。
Fantastic. What more is there to this? Are we gonna spend like another 40 minutes or something just discussing the ramifications of this?
あのままあと数日は宝箱から出られないと思っていたから。
I look back and forth between Tosaka and the chest. Do you not have things on you that you couldn't have just, like, broke open the chest? Like with your Ganda or something like that? Okay. Where's the third?
少しは整理整頓しなきゃって思って宝箱の片付けをしてたのよ。蓋が閉まらないようつっかい棒をしてね。
What? Just leave the fucking chest open.
つっかい棒ってあれ何なんだ？
とにかくあの中に潜り込んであれこれやってたのよ。
Why did you crawl inside? Just reach inside. That's not that big of a chest. Why did you crawl inside the fucking chest? Somehow it goes without saying the volume and appearance of that chest don't sync up. And then...
つっかい棒が落ちてきて遠坂は中に。
ご名答。持ち主の信頼を裏切るとは随分と太い杖ね。後でお仕置きしなくちゃ。
She's muttering something I do not understand. So she was stuck because she can't open it from the inside.
まあそういうこと。助けられちゃったわね。なんとか出られないこと試してたんだけど。
This is the prop stick that betrayed Tosaka. It's surely a treasure in itself, so wouldn't it take offense to being treated as support prop? I mean, it looks like a toy. I take it in hand. It's surprisingly heavy. Eh? This isn't plastic?
上が丸いからこんなのつっかい棒にしたら滑るって。もっと他の。
ちょっと何してるのよシロ。
悪い遠坂。これはお前の。
とにかくそれはしまっておきなさい。
Tosaka lunges at me, trying to snatch it away. Even though I would have been fine with obediently handing it over, I falter at her angry expression and stumbled.
待て遠坂、そんなにこっちは押すな。
If she does that,
うわっ
it'd be fine if only I fell over. Oh no! I pull my arm free of her and push her away with all my might. It backfired. Tosaka's head flies back, crashing into the lid above her, which then falls down. Something collided with my lower back painfully. In the darkness, there's a soft, supple sensation as something rests on top of my body. No mistake, it is Tosaka. You're all fucking idiots, man. How the fuck did any of you win anything in the Holy Grail War? My goodness. I take a deep breath and quickly calm down. The speed of this mental switchover is something that makes Emiya Shiro a reliable man in crisis. You know what? You know what this fucking reminds me of? That time in Fate's Day Night where I concluded that Emiya was an idiot. And Saber wasn't much better. Tosaka's now on that fucking horse. It's true, guys. They're fucking idiots. It's a badge they can wear with, honor. Or dishonor if, they have pride, but you know.
よし、説明するぞ、遠坂。わかりづらいだろうが、二人とも閉じ込められたようだ。
Good talk, good talk. Hey, some people are just better at dealing with crises. I'm personally among those groups. Every time I've had some sort of crisis or accident or anything like that, I've been calm as a cucumber. I'm just good at that sort of stuff.
人の後頭部をしこたま強打させて抜け
悪い、遠坂だけでも外に出そうとしたんだ。
Worst case, if you get a concussion, you'll forget this ever happened.
蓋が悪い、蓋が。
I try to persuade Tosaka. She flies into a rampage on my chest. It really hurts, She slams her fist into my stomach as if it were a punching bag. I hope the Tsunke karate punches of hers aren't going to leave a bruise.
なあ、遠坂。気が済んだか。
This feels like a bottle episode. Guys, you know what a bottle episode is? It's something in TV that they do in order to save budget. It's an entire episode of something that's written around the idea of just having one or maybe a couple sets for the vast majority of it. It's something that they already have, something simple, something that it's just something where all the characters play off of each other rather than, you know, some interesting plot that takes them a bunch of new locations, that sort of thing, where the plot is completely character driven. This feels like a bottle episode.
少しは落ち着いたわ。これは返しなさい。
She snatches the stick and flings it away. Is there really enough room for whatever? Does Sasaki really care so much about that item? Is it like a keepsake from her childhood or something?
エミヤ君。
I have trouble breathing when she whispers from so close. Hey, is this sealed? Are we gonna run out of oxygen in here?
ちょっと腕いった。
捻挫か？
この体勢だと手が届かなくて。私のスカートのポケットからケースを取って。
ああ。
But you could reach my chest to pound it into dust. Okay, I extend my hand. That's right. I might end up touching her in strange places this close up. No, calm down. Calm down.
変なところ触らないでよ。
ポケットって、ああ、これか。
It was in a place I could graze her bottom by mistake. My fingers made contact with the case, and I took it out to pass it to Tasaka.
さて。
With a bit of squirming and twisting, we managed to separate our bodies. We couldn't stay tangled together forever. Wait, this chest has 2 people in it, and yet there's still space left over?
トサカ、この箱どうなってるんだ？
It's the frickin' TARDIS, right?
どうって見ての通りのものよ。大きさは関係なく、中に入りさえすれば収めてしまう屈折空間。収納されたら最後、簡単には出られないプチ魔法の箱よ。
収納されたら最後って、脱出の手段はあるのか？
外から開ける分には問題ないけど、内側から開けるのは難しいのよ。
This feels like it would have been a really interesting concept to explore from like a battle perspective. Trapping someone inside a box or something like this. Like how you trap a genie in a bottle or something like that is like a strategy in a battle.
なんていうか、ルールの問題ね。
ルールって宝箱にか？
Ooh, are we gonna get rules on something? How things work?
当然でしょ。宝箱なんだから中のものが勝手に出たら困るじゃない。
I mean, the problem with things just arbitrarily leaving have more to do with the will to do that and the ability to do that, rather than the passageway to do that.
これはかの大主婦ゼルレッチが愛用した宝箱。中身の保管が完璧なのは言うまでもないでしょう。
Is that the guy who made the gem sword, or am I just guessing? I'm just guessing, by the way.
ゼルレッチ？じゃあ、トサカの宝石剣と同じ類？
Yeah, good guess.
そう、第二魔法によって作られた魔法の箱。
I don't even remember exactly it had to do with the parallel stuff. I gotta be honest, there's so much to the lore in this that feels arbitrary. Yeah, arbitrary is probably the right word, that it's hard to keep track of unless you're dedicating a lot of your mental space to that. So it's like, second sorcery, yeah, I remember that. It's a word. It's like learning fucking nomenclature in chemistry or something like that. Oh god, I hated there's a naming convention to chemistry. I don't even remember that from college anymore. Nah.
箱の容量はそのままで、空間を増やすのではなく、物品の容積を増減させることで収納するのね。そのデタラメの影響か、内部時間も外界とは異なっている。
Oh, so you're saying space-time, as by taking space-time and warping it, you're also warping... By warping space, you're also warping time. Because that is the concept of, you know, going faster than light and time dilation and all that fun stuff. Yeah.
箱の中の1時間は外界では1日に相当するのよ。変な例えだけど、コールドスリープみたいなものね。
Fantastic. That's a lot of information to know. I'm just gonna note that. It also means we could actually, not die in here.
1時間が1日
It also means that this is definitely sealed. Are we gonna run out of air?
それじゃあもし
If we spend 3 hours in here, Sunday will already be over, won't it?
そういうこと。浦島太郎になりたくなかったらさっさと出るしかないってわけ。
Tosaka lets out a sigh. She'd finally been able to get out, but due to my clumsiness, she's right back where she started, so perhaps it's only natural. Maybe you should, install some way to get out from the inside?
脱出が困難なのは分かったけど内側から外には防犯効果もないだろう。箱は壊れちまうけど攻撃魔術をぶつければ意外に。
あのねエミヤくん、例えば金庫の中に閉じ込められた状況で内側からダイナマイトを仕掛けて脱出しようって思う？
If that was the only way out, maybe, yes. Obviously, before the box would break, we'd be victims of the blast.
第一、私の魔術程度じゃ蓋を吹き飛ばすなんて不可能よ。大師傅の宝石剣でもあれば別だけど。
なるほど。そうか、そこでそのメガネか。
何？
それ魔術品なんだろ？
うん、ただの伊達メガネよ。
She admitted it.
は？じゃあなんでさっき
For show, she just said.
なんでって説明する気分にならないじゃない。
脱出の鍵とかでなく？
わけないでしょ。そんなのあったら自力で出て行ってたわよ。
It seems like a hopeless state of affairs, and yet I'm surprisingly calmly composed.
じゃあなんだこれ本格的に。
Hey, there's lots of stuff you two can do together. Being alone sucks, but stuff you could do.
ええ、口にしたくないけど本格的に閉じ込められたわ。私のせいじゃないけど巻き込んでごめんねエミヤくん。
Her apologizing voice is a little frail. We really stepped in it this time, I groan. Inside the small yet spacious chest. What will become of Tosaka and me? I held my forehead as I worried. Is this gonna progress the days too? Oh my goodness, okay. No, I want to go to the bridge. Darn it. It forces me to choose it. A day has passed. For us, it had only been about an hour, but for the rest of the world, the sun had come and gone.
あのさ、ちょっと疲れたわね。
Seriously, are we gonna run out of oxygen? How does that work? Where does the oxygen come from in the first place? Does it store the oxygen that would have made its way into the chest, into the space in the same capacity, and then that's all the oxygen we get? Because that's not a lot of oxygen relative to the visual space that it seemed to take up when it was open into the rest of the world and stuff like that. Also, how does it work with bigger items? It has enough space to hold anything that's there, but what happens when you open it in that case? Does it all come just bursting out if you overflow it? Or does it weirdly go deeper than it should?
そうだな。
I speak without meeting your eyes. I'm getting a bit claustrophobic trapped in this place, but I've been feeling awkward being stuck this close to Tosaka for a while now. Well, I wouldn't mind staying like this forever, but cramped spaces aren't too healthy for the mind and body. I should start seriously thinking of a way out.
そうよね。いつまでもこうしていられないわ。
Oh, really? Good conclusion.
助けを待つより行動しないと。
Do what?
遠坂。
You were just trying to lecture me on the inability to do anything before. She's even quicker to act than I was determined to. I don't know why, but she's getting more fired up than I am.
いい？いろいろと神秘だらけの箱だけど、一つだけ確実なのは、蓋と外部は物理的につながってるってこと。なら。
難しく考える前に力ずくってことか。そうだよな。蓋はすぐ上にあるんだから、二人がかりで押し開ければいい。
Okay, so if the lid is connected to the outside world, does that mean that's not sealed? And air can come in that way? Honestly, suffocating is a horrible, horrible way to die, so I am absolutely concerned about that still. With that decided, we take immediate action. As though feeling a cushion to check its firmness, we delicately place our hands against the inside of the lid.
いっせーの
Running. Try to stand up straight. Damn it. Oh, budge.
さすがは大主婦の宝箱ね。
I think I could project something that would work.
感心するな、遠坂。そうだ。
I picked up the stick from earlier. If I can just wedge open a small gap in the lid, maybe I can pry it open.
その杖のことは忘れなさい、シロ。
それならば。
I turn upside down within the chest. If my arms can't do it, I'll use my legs, which have 3 times their power, and my back, which is 5 times as strong. If that doesn't work, I'll just reinforce my legs and try again. But before that...
どこ触ってるのよ。何そんな。
I'm struck by an absurdly strong blow! As I was moving, my arm hit Tasaka's breast and my head came into contact with her butt. It may have looked like I was peeping at her from underneath, but still... Ow!
遠坂、お前も足を上にして。
そんなことできるか。何よ変態スケベ当変木獅子落としうかつエプロン。
What were those last two? That last bit was just gibberish. The attacks are becoming more accurate. She's aiming for a KO. I taste blood.
わかったからやめろ。やめるからやめろってば。
I'm trying to my original posture. If Tasaka had kept hitting me like that, at least my soul would have escaped this box. Maybe. Tasaka pants like a scared cat. This is bad. Let's close up. I can feel the warmth of her breath on me.
どさくさに紛れていろいろ触って。
悪気はなかった。許してくれ。
She was flailing around, so of course they fell off. As an apology, I moved to pick them up, pick up the fallen spectacles.
これ。
Now I feel a smooth body of resin. Flips open with my finger. The light from the LCD illuminates the chest.
携帯があるじゃないか。遠坂のだろ？
You could have called for help?
なんだ。さっきもこれで助けを呼べばよかったのに。
You could have called for help the first time.
そうね。
Taking the phone, Tasaka fiddles with the cover for a bit. Do you know how to work it?
エミヤくんがかけてよ。
That's a no.
え？あ、そういうのってまずいんじゃないのか？
I don't know what girls put in their phones, and peeping at her contacts and stuff would be bad manners.
いいから。エミヤくんのせいでこうなったんだから、エミヤくんがどうにかするの。
OK、俺がやる。
Worried it might be back full of other guys' names, I open the address book. However, there are no men, women, or such of any kind in there. Not even a single phone number has been recorded in this address book. Oh, right, okay. That's why it wouldn't work before. You have no one's numbers. And you don't know them off the top of your head. Like a good teen from the 20th... Like a proper teen from the 21st century.
もしかして遠坂、操作法分かってない？
It seems I was right on the mark. I won't rub it in. That's so like her. Oh, the batteries lasted pretty well then.
110や119はまずいよな。
Please come to this house and open the chest. You know, it might work. We're stuck in here. I mean, that is an emergency. Just have someone with a police car stop by and open the chest. You probably have a non-emergency number for the police you could call, too. Now that you probably know it. Letting the public authorities into a magistrate workshop isn't a good idea. Why? Just ask them to come up and open the chest and let them leave. Is there something really weird here? Like, that would be out in the open? I don't know. In that case, I could call Mrs. Aries and she's heading this way. Oh, wait, I don't know her number. Remember phone numbers. House. Fujine's Fujimura Group. There's Homerhara. Ryoto Temple. Lots of residents. No, Homerhara and Ryoto Temple are out. The way things are, we can only request assistance from another Magus.
電波届くかな。とりあえずは家にかけるぞ。それが一番間違いない。
Saber, Ryder, Sakura, and anyone who might easily grasp the situation. They might help.
はーい、エミヤでございます。
藤根
But of course, the one that picked up the phone turned out to be the hardest one to explain things to.
あれ？どうしたの？シロ？
Is anyone else there?
今家にセイバーかさくらいる？
出かけてるよ。ライダーさんもさくらちゃんもね。
あちゃ。イリアもいないよな。
イリアちゃんも見ないわね。で、そういうシロはどうしたの？
The phone's battery won't last forever. Since I don't know when the call will drop, I've got no choice but to somehow get Fujine to help us.
落ち着いて聞いてくれ、藤根。
お昼ご飯のこと？
今、遠坂の家の中で困ってて。もしもし。
Oh crap. Damn it, is the signal too weak? I cut out an important part.
もしもし。とにかく困ってるから助けに。藤根？もしもし？
え？遠坂さんと一緒？ちょっと何言い出すのよシロ。ヨーロッパ旅行には一人で行くって言ったじゃない。
は？
What did Fujine just say?
もうお姉ちゃんはそういうのはダメって言ってるでしょうが。二人っきりで外国旅行なんてシロにたとえ清く正しくても男女交際はダメだっていつも口を酸っぱくして。
何言ってるんだよ。だから落ち着いてって。あ？
And disconnected. I didn't even have a chance to ask for help. On top of that, something in there completely didn't add up.
俺の家はダメだった。
You don't think there's like some weird magical artifact that like changes communications or codes it or something like that? I mean, if you're fighting, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a magical way to basically automatically code your language, encrypted in a sense.
藤根は変だし、セイバーもさくらも留守だと。
もしかして、いや、なんでもないわ。他にどこか連絡取れそうなところはある？
Yeah, there's definitely something going on.
イリアが留守ってことは藤村組にいるかもしれない。ライガのじいさんが猫可愛がりだからな。
Interesting. I don't think we've ever seen that interaction. That would be fun though. If there's an event for that.
もしもし、藤村組ですか？いつもお世話になってます。エミヤですが。
予定より1時間と20分の遅れです。まったく、随分と連絡が遅れましたのね、シェロ。あなたのことですから、新しいトラブルでも呼び込みまして。
はい。
An unfamiliar sounding voice came from the speaker. Needlessly formal, yet fluent Japanese that wouldn't irritate a listener. Somehow it's a bit like Saber's voice, pure and clear.
いや、エミヤですけど、藤村組ですよね。
This feels like a reference.
エミヤ、私も成長のない小娘ではありません。あなたの時に空を打ち抜きたくなるほどの緊張感のなさも今では微笑ましく思えるようになりましたよ。
いや、それはどうも。
For some reason, I am humbling myself. The mysterious character on the other end of the phone takes an audibly deep breath for added effect.
ところで、そちらは藤村組で。
ですから、このようなことで怒鳴りつけたりはしません。そこはすでに敵地。どこに他の魔術師の目が光っているとも限りませんから。いくらあなたでも、それぐらいのことは理解してくださるでしょう。
Oh, I think I get it. It has something to do with the box. This is the second sorcery stuff. It had to do with parallel worlds because of the whole gem sword stuff, right? So are we calling other parallel worlds? Are we like in between parallel worlds or something like that? Is that why this has more space to it or something? Maybe? Idea. Maybe. We'll see. Crap. Somehow it feels like I'm stepping on a huge landmine?
さて、2度目はなくてよ、シェロ。
It's not my name!
あなたは一体誰に報告をしているつもりなのかしら？
Who is she? And so the person I don't know asked me for their name.
それは、
そう、エーデルフェルトです。まったく、しっかりしてくださいね。
That actually sounds vaguely familiar.
あなたは私の代理としてフェムの監査に参加しているのです。対象しろとは言いませんが、せめて持ち金はキープしてください。
What?
私、無駄な出費は1ユーロたりとも許しませんわ。
Yes. No, it doesn't look like he would, but even you say that. They're not hearing what I'm saying at the very least. Is it being, like, decrypted into what the call should be? I don't know.
ちょっと変わって。もしもし？まさかとは思うけど、その偉そうな声はルビア？
What?
その野蛮な言葉遣いはミスト大阪。どうしてあなたがシェロといるのです？あなた、モナコは趣味じゃないからとラスベガスを選択したのではなくて？何の話か知らないけど、選べって言われたらそりゃベガスよ。
I don't know enough about Monaco to not go to Vegas.
ギャンブルの話でしょ？金儲けが目的なら、お上品な西洋風のカジノよりビジネスライクなアメリカ流のがらしくていいわ。
What? It's not business-like in Vegas. It's fucking touristy.
そうだ、字が出たよね、ミスト大阪。何が常に優が誰ですか？所詮あなたは未開心。どんなに装ったところで字というものは隠せないわ。
But why is your shit not being translated wrong? Hey, fucking whoever you are, my name is not Shiro.
そんなあなたが従者を持つなど不相応です。使い魔が欲しいのでしたら、そうね、うちの庭にいるトカゲを差し上げますから。本当に何のことかわからないけど、あなた日本語うまいじゃない。日本の文化なんてパンの一かけらほどにも興味はありませんわなんて言ってたのに、どんな風の吹き回しよ。西南西から新しい風が吹いたのです。別に深い理由はないと言ったでしょ。まったく2年も前の話を持ち出すなんて。こんな時でも陰湿さを失わないのは、まああなたらしいと褒めて差し上げますわ。
Let's do them continue the prickly argument back and forth. Do you know this person, Tosaka? Do you mention a name before? It's got nothing to do with me, I think. But why do I have a bad feeling about all this?
で、なんであなたがシェロ、いや、ミスターエミヤと同席していますの？
My name is not Shiro. Stop it!
私、とても気に入らないのですけど。それはこっちのセリフよ、ルビアゼリッタ。
Oh my goodness, she has a fucking Ilya name. Ridiculously long for no reason. No good reason.
あなた、どうしてエミヤ君を知ってるの？紹介してないわよね、私。あと、シェロって誰の愛称よ？
Oh, it's a pet name? It's just the name being pronounced slightly incorrectly, like it's an accent. I guess if it... or whatever. A moment of silence. The unidentified speaker gasped as if she was having a heart attack and...
あなた、まだその話を持ち出しますの？
Bringing what up?
ひどいですわ、ミストーサカ。その話はお互い忘れるということで手打ちにしましたのに。あなたに悪意がなかったのは認めますが、どこをどう失敗したら手を取り合ってロンドン島から飛び降りた挙句、7月のメアリーなどというあだ名をつけられなくてはならないのでしょう。もう時間が戻るなら巻き戻したいですわ。
Is it only converting the things that maybe like these like a parallel version would never say? Maybe?
決死の思いで書き綴った会心の策をどうしてあなたなどに委ねてしまったのか。私のバカバカバカバカバカ。
Oh, that was weird. Several loud bangs come from the other side of the phone. Wait, are you shooting people? Oh no. They sound like gunshots, but I know they're Gondor. Okay. No doubt about it, whoever this is, she's clearly experienced.
結構よミス登坂。あなたがそういうつもりなら私も受けて立ちましょう。カジノのオーナーが現れるまでは待機しているつもりでしたが、今すぐそちらに向かいますからね。ミスターエミヤに無理を言って困らせないように。あ、それとあなたも7月のポピンズと呼ばれていたのですから、学部の評判はイーブンでしたよ。
Disconnected University? Who was that just now? Zaki seemed to know her, but I don't remember anyone like that. Why was she at the Fujimura Group's place?
だんだん分かってきたわね。
I mean, I feel like I've got a grasp on what's happening. It also is just an, you know, experience in the feudal.
登坂、分かってくるのはいいんだが、救援を呼ぶ相手がもう残り一つしかない。
Next to Sakura's house, even if Sakura's not in, Shinji might be. We might have a winner here.
もしもし、麻藤さんのお宅ですか？
あら？白じゃない？
This voice, there's no mistake, it's Tosaka Rin herself. Wait, what? Well, the person in question is right next to me, clinging to me awkwardly.
どうしたの？こんな時間に。
That can't be Rin.
あら？白じゃない？
That's way too happy and appreciative. That's not Tosaga. Doesn't matter if the voice is the same. That's not Tosaga. It's an imposter.
ちょっと合わなかったからって恋しくなって電話してきたのかしら？
その、なんだ。
I like his stumbling. This is way more of a mystery than the previous calls.
もう可愛いんだからエミヤくんたら。
Ooh, you still have a honorific even though you're acting weirdly. Okay, so here's my theory. It's going into the future or something like that. Their future somehow, just because the first one was they're gonna go spend time in Europe together. The next one they're apparently in university, and this sounds like he's talking to. Is this like a weird epilogue? A weird way to do an epilogue to her route?
実を言うとね、私もエミヤくんが何してるかなって気になって眠れなかったの。
It was definitely Tosaka's voice coming over the phone, but something about it was inconceivable. She was happy. As though it were love-struck, and still using the honorifics for that too. It reminded me of lovers who shamelessly embrace each other in public.
もしもし、悪い、なんかいろいろ混み合ってるみたいなんだけど。
ん？そっちはそんなに大変なの？もう本当に困った人ね。
There are a few options at the very least.
ピンチになったらすぐ私に甘えてくるんだから。
Hey, good news, Tosaga. You'll learn how to use a phone. It's good news. It takes you apparently years, but you'll manage it. Her sugary sweet voice makes me wonder if she's gone mad. Actually, maybe I'm the one going crazy here, and Tosaka also looks like she's about to go in a rage. And there's also another crisis at Tosaka next to me just waiting to happen.
登坂、これはどういうことだ？なんか絶望的に違う場所にかかってる気がするんだが。
What is the charge on this, I wonder? Do you have unlimited calling, Tosaka? I feel like you wouldn't.
そうね。信じられないけど、この箱の中で電話をすると違う場所にかかるみたい。平行世界を行き来するゼルレッチの第二魔法を応用して作られた宝箱だもの。それぐらいのことは起きても不思議じゃないわ。
Got it. But why is it going forward in time? That's my question. The same idea because time's being warped?
はは、なるほど。って、それってダメじゃないか。
Even if we call a parallel dimension for assistance, with the exception of that sorcerer, Jewel Sage Zelrecht, they won't be able to come over here and help. Vigine, that girl from earlier, and the other Tosaka are all of no use to us whatsoever. It's useless, but the voice on the phone continues to talk without a care.
いいわ、すぐにそっちに向かってあげる。覚悟はいい？あなたのお願いなら何でも聞いてあげちゃうんだから。私のエミヤくん。
Okay. No, don't get that depressed. As sweet as honey. Did she just kiss the receiver?
何笑っているのよ。ちょっと貸しなさい、それ。
やめた方がいいと思う。
The two of them are existences which should never meet each other. Just like a torch and gasoline.
いいから貸す。なんかさっきから無性に鳥肌が立ってるの。誰が出たか知らないけど、その女妙にイライラするのよね。
Ah, she wouldn't recognize her own voice. I didn't think of that part.
何？今の女の声。ちょっとシロ、あなた何やってるの？
I was gonna say, her yelling, it's like, she probably can hear that. I can feel the fight about to break out. And it's Tosaka versus alternate universe Tosaka. Oh, dear God. I just want to cover my ears and curl up into a ball.
こんにちは。もしもし？もしかしてさくら？
That you could think this is a wee bit terrifying, Tosaka-san. Please hold back what you say a bit.
さくら？おかしなこと言わないでよ。そういうあなた、誰？誰って。ああ、そう。なるほどね。泥棒猫のご登場ってわけ。道理でエミヤくんが困ってるわけよね。性悪女に捕まって縁切りの電話をしろとか脅したってこと？
You came to that conclusion quick. Has this happened before?
言わせておけば、あんたこそ何よさっきから夢中だの夢中だの式状況みたいに聞いてて恥ずかしいったらありしない。
Tosaka is snarling at Tosaka. They both don't seem to realize they're talking to Tosaka. I'm not sure if that's a blessing or a curse. We'll see how this plays out.
どこの誰だか知らないけど、エミヤくんにはあなたみたいな甘ったるい女は似合わないわ。
Oh, you're just outright saying that.
この当変木に必要なのはね、一緒に苦労しながらも微妙にずれていく軌道を注意してあげる相棒。そう、言うなれば委員長属性を持つ優等生だけよ。お分かり？脳みそとろけきってるあなたには1センチだって縁のない属性ってこと。
Brilliant.
分かったんならさっさと電話を切って今までの人生を悔やみながら天寺にでも行くといいわ。
Wow.
トサカ。
Didn't you turn off the filter way too soon? Or rather, maybe her intuition already figured out that she's speaking to herself?
呆れた。たとえ間違いでもシローが気を許した女だから見どころがあると思ったのに幻滅ね。委員長属性？一緒に苦労する？分かってないのはあなたの方よ、お嬢さん。彼がその程度の覚悟で構成できるわけないじゃない。いいこと？私でさえ何年も手を焼いている筋金入りの堅物なのよ。あなた刀を鍛えたことある？厳しくするだけじゃ頑丈になるだけ。時には飴のように柔らかくしないとしなやかな刃は生まれない。それと同じよ。わかる？あなたの考えは遅いのよ。もうすっごく遅い。実に3年ぐらい前の私を見ているようでドタマにきますわ。
I gotta be honest, that laugh does sort of piss me off too. Something about that fucking laugh. God, what did I do to deserve this? You fucking played with the magical girl stick. That's what you did.
口 は何とでも言えるわトシマ。あなたなんて小汚い色仕掛けで引っ掛けたんでしょ。そんな女に引っかかっちゃうなんてまったくシロもアマちゃんね。
I don't have words.
ええ、後でお仕置きしてやるから。待ちなさい。私はどう言われても構わないけど、シロのことを言うのは反則でしょ。
Yeah, why don't you just come fucking over here and, do something about it?
それにそっちには彼がいるみたいだし、口論で負けたからって商品に傷をつけるなんて許さない。いいこと？私のエミヤ君に傷をつけたらどこに逃げ込もうが追いかけて殺すわよ。
Too much love can hurt. Seriously, parallel world me. What the hell happened? In what way? By what means? How did you get to Sakarin to fall that madly in love with you?
いいよじゃないあなた。なんかすごく信憑性あったわ今の。その愛情は認めるけど、向けるべき相手が悪いっていうか、ぶっちゃけ趣味悪いんじゃない？エミやシローって僕年人はね、女心の機微もわからない理想主義のお味噌じゃない。ほんと、どうしてそんなに入れ込むんだか。
Why put the filter back on? Like you just abandoned it entirely, and now you're back to acting like that? I want to object, but I'll probably just end up getting kicked, so I'll keep quiet for now. Huh? The other end fell silent. Even though it was obvious that Tasaka over here was pressing for a response. Is she looking for an actual excuse to rationalize her feelings, maybe? Maybe that's it. Maybe they both technically realize what they're doing at this point. Subconsciously, even.
ちょっと、なんで黙るのよ。なんか反論しなさいよ、あんた。
No response. The Tasaka on the other end faintly laughs as though amused. Oh, okay.
やっぱりその程度じゃない。
Or she's just, doing Tasaka-rin things.
あなただってシローがお味噌だって。え？その全部が好きなの。
Okay, Tosaka, that's the lazy answer! Oh my goodness. They're only words, but they deeply routed Tosaka over here. Really? Is that really enough?
だから、当変木なところも、鈍感なところも、歯に衣着せられない不器用さも、子供みたいな理想主義者なところも、傷を顧みないところも、全部。
The way he ignores his wounds. Have you seen a lot of that, like, in kink play and stuff like that?
素直になりなさいよね、あなたも。今のセリフ、逆にそこが好きでしょうがないって聞こえたわよ。ふざけないでよね。私は本気でそういうのが気に食わないって。はいはい、そういうことにしてあげるわ。けどお嬢さん、私は一緒に苦労する気なんてないから。彼がもがいているところをそばで見守って、ここぞというところだけ手を貸して、美味しいところだけ受け取るわ。宣言するとね、一緒に幸せになるんじゃなくて、私が問答無用で他の誰よりも彼を幸せにしてあげるのよ。そんなの私だってとっくに分かって。いいえ、そんなめんどくさいの相手にする気はないから。
Okay, yeah, this is just TSUN versus DERE, the ultimate face-off of Ultimate Destiny.
残念ね。あなたの言い分は認めるけど、あいにくエミヤ君はそこまでする人じゃないと思うけど。
Oh, I am totally fucking naming the episode that. TSUN versus DERE, the ultimate fight.
そう？なら好きにするわ。あなたにとってはそうでも、私にとっては最高の相手だから。ねえ、そうでしょ、シロ。私たちは相思相愛だもの。何をしたって恥ずかしくないわ。そういうわけで、ご褒美の 銃をちょうだい。いいわ。こんな男いくらでも持っていきなさい。何が相思相愛よ。何が最高の男よ。こんなアマちゃんと一緒にいたら厄介事ばっかりなんだから。だ、正義の味方も白馬の王子様もみんな幻なんだからね。理想抱いて死ねばいい。
Well, that was fun. Now she's done it. In her emotional turmoil, Tasaka might have activated her magic crest, or maybe it was just brute strength. At any rate, the cell phone is now a magnificent pile of junk.
携帯電話ってずいぶん脆いのね。
Oh, back then? Not really.
それは。いや、いい。
Our hopes of calling for rescue were now dashed, but still preferable to continuing that conversation until the battery ran out.
ま、今ので役に立たないって証明されたから惜しくないけど。尺に触る女だったわね、今の。
You want to talk about it?
エミヤくん、知り合い？
Both of you fucking realized at a point. You were talking like you were talking to each other by the end.
知らない。顔も見たことない。
Though I can easily imagine what it might look like.
ならいいわ。引っかかってたのはあっちのエミヤくんだろうけど、これからは気をつけなさい。今の女、エミヤくんには強敵。いいえ、天敵よ。
Yeah, don't say.
そうか。よくわかった。
I nodded with many thoughts flowing through my mind.
そうそう。素直じゃない、エミヤくん。
Oh, indeed. I enthusiastically mean it as well. After all, it was a warning from the person herself.
しかし、これで振り出しに戻ったな。携帯電話で助けを呼ぶのは不可能と。
役に立たないものに頼ってもしょうがないわ。まだ方法はあるはずよ。お互い知恵を絞りましょう。
The tone she proposes that in sounds impatient for some reason. Still walled in on all sides, I grumble. Inside this cramped yet boundless room, just what are we really gonna do? I worry while cradling my head in my palms. And so the day ended. Okay, there's no way this is gonna be quick. So I am in a little bit of a hurry. I did not expect this to be another one that's going to be like an hour and a half on its own. So I'll just come back to that next time. Oh, I'm debating what I want to do. I feel like I'm at a point where I want to sort of wrap up a lot of the like tertiary stuff that I want to do, and then start pushing towards an ending. I feel like I've done a lot of the tertiary stuff I would have done coming back later on too. That's the thing about it. Okay, if this one ends up being a little bit shorter once everything's edited down, I don't think there should be much I have to cut out. But I'll try to be it longer next time, etc, etc, etc. But yeah, I'm trying to determine who won in my head now that I think about it. Did TSUN win or did DERE win? I feel like DERE won the Battle of the Minds, but TSUN won the Battle of the Fist. But which one really matters in the end? I wonder. I wonder. Yeah. That was... I'm gonna call that delightful. That was just good, so I'll see y'all next time. Drive safely, everyone.